start streaming. Please work. There we go. I think we're live. Yeah, we are. We're live. Oh, you wanted the, where is it? Where is the cowboy one? Is it character? I think it's...
What's wrong with your face, Sean?
So many things. Look at me, I'm so pretty.
Wow.
That's weird.
Kind of creepy.
Better. Oh, there was one especially for you.
Oh. Go back to Lady Sean. I like that one.
I like that one too. Gaming? Oh yeah. This is Gideon.
Oh, that's perfect. That's exactly what Gideon looks like now.
Some type of strange eldritch horror.
Pretty much.
What about a fish?
No, what is this? Is that
Some scary looking fish thing?
no, what is the app that's doing that?
Snap camera.
Huh.
This episode is brought to you by Snap Camera.
You may need to go push and talk there, Jeff.
Probably.
Alright, that's enough for me. I'll stop being distracted.
Okay.
Oh man, I'm remembering just how bad I got it 2 weeks ago.
Got what?
I took a lot of damage in that last battle.
Oh yeah.
I got some healing though.
I have no lay on hands either.
Oh, we were about to fight dragons. Why were we doing that?
Because you taunted them to attack you.
That sounds like us.
Did I miss something?
We're about to fight dragons. You're caught up.
You left after the last combat, and they just made their way to the next map. The party. Well, really, Hafen snuck up onto a roof, so he is unseen to the dragons. You're hanging back, so you're currently unknown to the dragons. So they only see these two red and black dragon, only see Armin and Eastaval, and Armin taunted them into them attacking, more or less.
Yeah, we were shit talking, I think.
So, D, you have the option if you were currently unseen to them. Think of these tents as about like 10 or 15 feet high. So when you're behind a building here, they can't see you. You can kind of see like the top of their heads, but you very obviously see that the other two have approached and engaged them. So you have an option to kind of continue to hang back or position yourself a little bit better.
Are we in combat yet?
Combat hadn't exactly started yet because Eastaval and Armin are still shit talking the dragons. What was it that you guys last said?
Fuck y'all, bitches. Something like that.
And in the interim, I will give you movement there, D, since
I
you didn't transition to the map.
I spoke those words.
What was
very
our
slowly.
plan? How did we wind up in this situation exactly? I'm having trouble remembering that part.
So you guys, after you finished off the Revenants, and you came to the discovery that two of them were the former wizards of Vulcan, aka Ditex,
Mm-hmm.
you moved on from that map, and you found yourself into the market square, to where you guys saw some stuff moving off, some big things moving off in the distance. You got up, you sneaked your way onto the top roof, and saw the dragons.
Okay.
And, Armin and Eastval approached on the ground and engaged with them in conversation, to which they both talked smack at each other. And Armin sufficiently enraged the red dragon. While this is going on.
I couldn't remember if this was a plan or this just happened.
Oh, yeah. It just kind of happened. So D, you can do a little bit of movement if you want. If you, just tell me what you want to do, and we'll figure it out.
Okay, I'm planning on trying to move stealthily up behind them. So
Sure. Well, you can move up to the purple tent, when you don't even need a stealth. But if you're gonna go across, like if you're gonna move like this way.
yeah, I'm planning on trying to move that way.
Okay. Well, since there are tents blocking them, you can roll stealth with advantage. Since they have their attention on Armin and Eastval, and the tents are immediately to them, so.
We're being very loud and confrontational to give you good distraction.
Yeah. So 15. All right. You successfully stealth your way. The dragon doesn't notice you.
Say I moved to about there. Like keep moving.
Okay. Roll me. Okay. So right here. Roll me stealth again. 23. Okay. So where would you like to move to?
Well, my goal was to move to here.
Okay. Well, I'm going to let you know that as soon as you come around the corner, you see two little red dragons up ahead. They have not noticed your approach, or they haven't noticed you where you're at.
Shank 'em. Shank 'em.
I'm gonna actually flip back over here. Can these two over here see me? Can Eastval maybe? Or Hafen?
We're not even looking at you.
Hafen? Is Hafen paying attention?
I should be up high enough to see you moving around.
So so Armin and Eastval, basically, if they say so, they have their entire attention on the red dragon in front of them, with the black dragon backing them up.
I'm being a real good distraction right now.
Well, I signal at Hafen to that way. Oh wait, I have whisper. I point at him and use whisper and say, "There's two more." What they look like dragon?
We had cool SWAT team hand signals, and you took that from us.
But I don't need it because we have magic.
What if they detect magic?
Everyone has magic. It's fine. It's fine. They're busy.
Okay.
But did you say they dragonborn wormlings? What did
they
they
were
look
little
like?
wormlings.
Okay, then I think there's two more wormlings over on the back.
I'm kind of just faintly, give you a tap. I got you. But I am just waiting to see what madness is going to happen. I want to see what's going to happen before I make any moves.
I got an idea. This is gonna be great.
All right. So if you guys are in position, are you where you'd like to be, D?
Yes.
All right, Hafen. All right, so the wormlings don't notice anything going on yet. So everybody go ahead and roll me initiative.
Can we do a thing first?
What do you want to do?
I want to say that Well, we did eat that blue dragon and got its powers. We could just smite you with lightning, and I say that real loud in an inflection that Hafen would know. And I, I say, we could smite you with lightning, and I point at the red one. We could smite you with lightning.
That's a good idea.
We could.
I hope someone
Like-
does that.
Like cast chain lightning right now?
I think that's what he's inferring you to do.
Well, I take his hint. Sorry, I was trying to find something else. I guess I will chain lightning at level 7
Ooh, baby.
to this guy here. I think I can only get the black dragon. Let's see.
I think Yolanda's gonna shank the shit out of the tiny ones. So
Just snap their little chicken necks.
I don't shank, I get.
well, you could shank them with your fists right through their heads.
Do a monk thing where you just like you appear behind them and just.
That exactly, yes. Please.
So in this case, the chain lightning is not going to hit the wormlings back behind because A, they're blocked by obstacles, and B, you don't know exactly where they're at.
Correct.
That's a ton of fucking damage.
What's that?
And since I had to cast it at level 7,
It should get an.
so that gives me another bolt. Let me see how many I get.
Higher level, you get one additional bolt that leaps from the first target to another target for each spell slot level above the 6th. So you have 2 bolts. So you can basically make them kind of lance back between each other.
Yeah, I'll just hit them both with 2.
And then they. Okay, yeah, so 2 and 2 back
I
and
guess
forth.
it brings. Yeah.
Combat is ended.
So the way I'm
And then,
go ahead, Brett.
oh, hang on just a second. Let me check the spell.
Okay, well you check the spell. The way I am verbally doing this is I'm hoping to confuse them into thinking I have lightning powers so that they don't target Hafen. And maybe they just give up because I summoned lightning out of nowhere.
You should open your mouth and make like a screeching noise at them, like a bird.
That would be hilarious.
Caw, caw, caw. Right as the lightning hits them.
I feel like this should be the biggest intimidation check I've ever done.
Okay. My bolts can only. I can only hit one other object per bolt.
Yes. So you hit it with you hit the red, it goes to the black. You hit the black, it goes to the red. So each of them get hit twice.
Okay.
So that's 4 separate rolls. Right?
Once I do that, as soon as I do that, I want to try to. I know I still have my wings out because I'm on this roof. Fly down as quick as I can and hide, so they just to make the effect seem more like they did cast the lightning themselves.
Sure.
From
This is a good
Um,
idea.
Bum. All right, so that is 2 rolls per dragon. Let me get some light in here.
How much of this plan am I catching? Or did I just hear?
You heard me
Yeah.
yelling.
you just heard him yell lightning. I think.
Okay, I'm going to cast Minor Illusion so it looks like lightning's coming from you directly.
Yes.
All right.
We're gonna do this.
Let's roll some die. DC 18. Let's see if they will be able to do this.
To survive?
To pass.
You make it sound like they can't die here.
I never said that.
I mean, if they took.
Okay. On the initial,
Mm-hmm.
let me roll 4. There's the black. second one. So first, second. Who you hitting first? Give me your order.
The red first.
All right. The red, upon the lightning hit him, the bolt crashes into him, crackling all over his scaly body, but it doesn't seem as effective as you were hoping. Takes 26
Brett appears to be
lightning
muted.
damage. The bolt then lances back to the Black Dragon, where the Black Dragon, this is a dex, got a lot of sheets open. The lightning bolt crashes into him, and he lets out a roar as the lightning lances through his body. Go ahead and roll again for that chain lightning.
Okay.
Is that the same? Is that the same damage across the whole?
For one spell cast, yes.
Okay, so he takes the full 52 on that one, and then we will resolve. So he took. Come on. Wrong layer. He took 26.
Yeah. The target has to make the dex throw as well and pass it. So
Yeah.
He
Okay,
took 52. So
So the Black Dragon took 52. The Red Dragon took 26. He took the half. So.
okay.
Oh my God! This fucking calculator. And then he took the full. Okay. On the second one, the Black Dragon. All right, go ahead and roll for the second lightning bolt.
Okay.
As you crash your lightning bolt at the second dragon. Seemingly after being hit with the first, the second bolt is less effective. Black Dragon takes 16 points of lightning damage.
Damn. 32. Ugh. I didn't roll anything higher than a 6.
The Red Dragon, though, after being affected by the first bolt, this one seemingly does more damage to him. He takes the full 32.
Woohoo!
Go ahead and roll for initiative.
Bet that woke him up.
Is he gonna get to roll stealth to hide?
Yes, he is. Also, as the lightning lances from Hafen, Dee's, minor illusion makes it seem like the lightning was coming from Armin. How are you doing this, Armin?
I just pointed at him and say, "And I summoned lightning."
Making it look like it's coming from his hand when he's doing it.
All right. You know what? Roll intimidation on that as well.
Making me get my character sheet out. Crazy. Intimidation, not something I'm good at that. Nope, I'm not great at that.
Intimidation. The Red Dragon in front of you, having seen this happen, lets out a very angry dragon roar and says, "You think you can fool me with petty tricks? I'll show you magic." As he lets forth spewing flames from his mouth. In doing that, Hafen is able to stealthily jump off the side of the building and land on the ground undetected by either dragon. Let's get them into turn order.
He lets forth fire and chokes on it. And then his baby is like, "Daddy!" and saves him with that 20.
You know what? I gotta roll one more.
No, you don't. We're fine
Okay.
with only 4 on the field.
No, I thought I didn't roll for the second wormling. But I did. All right. Yolanda, you are leading us off.
Just a second.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay. I was just double checking. Searing Sunburst doesn't say anything about having to have line of sight. It just is a point of my choosing. So
Yeah, you can literally just kind of throw it anywhere and it just kind of so.
well, while staying hidden behind my nice little thing back here, so they still may not know where I'm at, I'm going to do a Searing Sunburst right here.
Right in the middle.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
And I'll use 3 key to increase the damage.
Constitution saving throw. Everybody needs to roll then. What is your spell check? 16, I think.
15. 15.
As your Searing Sunburst erupts over the area, the red dragon is seemingly, let me double check on this. It's radiant damage. Okay, that's just what I wanted to check. Okay. The red and the black dragon shut their eyes as the sunburst washes over them. The wormlings kind of do the same. They kind of whip their tails in front of their eyes and kind of shell up a little bit. And do they take half damage on a pass, or is it complete?
No, it's all.
It's
they
all?
don't take any.
Well,
Yeah.
They all passed, so they all successfully shield themselves from a Searing Sunburst.
Whoops.
Would you like to take any movement? You are still unknown to everything on the field.
Just gonna stay
Okay.
here.
That sounds like a good plan. Next up is one of the red dragon wormlings. The red dragons see the burst of sunlight come across, so they are going to attempt, and one of them is going to fly up onto the top right here. That's the one, yeah. Do I got the right one? Yeah, that's the right one. He flies up onto the top here and begins scanning around. Let's see.
He's not going to start peacocking around on top of the tent, trying to draw in a mate.
He looks around. Hafen, roll me a stealth check.
Okay.
He's found his mate. It's Hafen.
It's Hafen.
It's not Hafen.
As the red dragon scans around the area, he thinks he sees something off in the alleyway where Hafen is hiding. He looks for a second before he turns away and continues to scan around. He does nothing. Sir Eastaval, you are up. You're just about staring down the barrel of a red dragon. What do you do?
I'm gonna rip Lucy out. Lucy doesn't have to have a command word, right? She's just passive, like lightning to dragons.
Yes, that's a passive ability.
Okay. I try to use my my channel divinity to like try and talk him down, but I just don't think it's going to be possible at this point.
Well, you guys did just act really aggressively to him. So, if you try anything, it's going to be at disadvantage.
Remember, they were dicks to us. And even if
Be
they
that
weren't,
as it
that's
may.
what I
Be
believe.
that as it may. Be that as it may.
They're going to get what's coming to them. I'm gonna screech like a bird. And run forward and attack the red dragon.
You're going to do what?
I'm gonna run forward and attack the red dragon.
Right. Roll to hit. You're muted if you're talking, but you're muted.
Can I run through the tent right here?
Where at? Yeah, I mean it's the corner of the tent. It's not like if you're wanting to do something like that, you're gonna be squeezing through and the red dragon's gonna get an attack of opportunity on you.
Well, never mind then. I was hoping to avoid that by going through like the tent, but that's fine.
$17. As you swing your weapon at the red dragon, you strike it in the forearm, but your sword bounces off its really hard scales. It appears to do no damage on that hit.
I'm gonna do a thing. I'm gonna do War Priest, so he gets +10 to that.
To the 25?
Oh, sorry. I thought it was. I was looking at the 16.
Oh, well, I've already declared it, so you can't do it anyways.
You can do that as a reaction, can you?
Like
You
War Priest
attacking?
lets me say, or after the dice is rolled, but before you say if it hits or misses, I can
Yeah.
say I'm using it.
Mm-hmm.
So that would have, yeah.
So if I had, yeah, but I would have called it on the 25. I thought it was the 16.
Yeah, no, that's fine. The 20. Well, is that a 25 or a 27? What's the +2? Bless? Oh, you're blessed.
He's not blessed.
Are you?
I'm not
Are you not-
blessed. I don't
Okay.
know. I don't know who set up the bless thing so that I always have it on, but
Oh, okay. Well, all right. Determined to actually do some damage to this dragon, you rear back and swing Lucy again. This time, you crack one of the scales as you slice through it and into the meat of the dragon. You strike it, and lightning immediately erupts from the sword and lances into the dragon. and you do 20. Oh, that's a lot of numbers.
So
You do
26.
54 damage in total to the dragon. Dragon rips his arm back away from the sword.
I'd like to throw a jeer at the dragon.
All right.
You say, "Are you sure? Are you sure you want to keep attacking? Do you feel lucky?"
Are you feeling lucky, punk? Do you do anything else?
No, that's it.
All right, Armin.
All
You
right.
see Eastaval successfully
Very
damage the red
successfully.
dragon.
I mean, I'm gonna run up, and I'm gonna do that thing I do with my sword. For chow.
A 27 definitely hits.
14.
For 14 slashing. All right. You run up and you stab your sword into the spot that Eastaval had just opened up with Lucy, dealing 14 slashing divine damage to the dragon.
Well, after that happens, I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on myself as a bonus action.
It's a good move.
Yeah, that's pretty good. The spell doesn't protect warded creature from area effects. Okay. Alright, Hafen. You are hiding in the shadows. Your presence is currently unknown to the dragons. What would you like to do?
Let me see here. Okay. I'm going to try something new. We've talked about this a long time ago.
I think I know exactly what this is.
Blow his mind. Don't let it be that.
I'm going to, well, first let me switch them. I'm going to move right here.
Okay.
And then I am going to use some sorcery points. To do a twinned spell.
Heck yeah.
I'm going to. So that would be. Okay, 3 sorcery points. And I'm going to put my hands on both Isabel and Armin's shoulders and cast Dragon's Breath.
Ooh.
Fancy.
We can both cast Dragon's Breath.
Alright, you give them an element. What element are you giving them?
Let's see.
Keep in mind you're fighting, so.
Keep in mind what's been working for us so far.
You should do acid and fire.
Don't listen to Jeff. You should never listen to Jeff. Period.
I'm going to keep going with the lightning.
Lightning? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, keep that in mind, guys. You have basically burning hands, but it's lightning.
It's a bonus action or an action action?
Dragon's Breath, I believe. Been a while since I used it. It is one bonus action, so you get to do your action and then do this if you would like.
Beautiful.
It is a 15-foot cone and a dex saving throw of 3d6 of the damage type chosen. So lightning, 3d6 lightning with your saving throw and dex.
Actually, I'm gonna wait. Yeah, that's casted at level 3 and close out the stupid box. Thank you. Oops.
All right, you've done.
And then
You've done your
Yeah.
action. Do you do anything? Well, you've got more movement, so if you'd like to move more.
I've got what, like 5 more feet, I think. I'll just I'll whisper to him. I'm kind of a sitting duck right behind you guys right now, and hold my position.
I hope they don't breathe on all three of us.
All right. Next up is the other dragon wormling. He follows his kin on to the top, and he sees 3 people fighting an elder red dragon. So he is going to fly over here, and he is going to cast Fire Breath. I need all 3 of you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
I'm sorry. Do I need to make a dex throw?
Yeah, all 3 of you. So you, Armin, Eastaval.
I was trying to see, count for my sorcery points.
From such a little wormling, a huge, roaring cone of fire expunges from the dragon's maw, washing over all 3 of you. Let's roll for damage. Armin, you take 24 fire damage. Hafen, you take 19 fire damage. And Eastaval, you take 25 fire damage.
You said 24 for me?
Yeah, 24 for you, 19 for Hafen, 25 for Eastaval.
I have advantage on my. Never mind. I roll so poorly. Advantage doesn't mean shit.
Well, what is your advantage?
I have a shield that lets me have advantage on spell attacks.
I also have my plus, what is it, 2 or 3?
I doubt that it'll help on a 5.
Plus 3.
Alright, you needed to roll a 13.
I think we're at the point in the game where if we roll below a 10, there's nothing that can be done to save us.
More or less. Alright. He's going to use the last of his movement to get back on top of this crate and watch over the party. Next up is the Black Dragon. Black Dragon is very upset about being hit with lightning. He is going to fly up 20 feet into the air, up above the party. He is going to move over slightly, and he is going to spew acid that funnels down, hitting both Armin and Hafen. I need each of you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh God. Ooh. Come on.
The good times
Oh.
keep coming.
Don't forget you get the +3.
So you guys need to go to school with Yolanda so you can just pass all this bullshit. All right, so Sean, you take 49 acid damage, and Hafen, you take 40 acid damage.
Ooh.
The dragon lands on top of the building over here.
I scream out real quick. What kind of asshole just lobs acid around at a bunch of people and look all sheepish?
Finally, the red dragon, who you have been beating on this entire time.
Dies.
You wish.
It'd be nice.
He is going to take 1 claw attack at each one of you.
This is the end of the campaign.
I ain't scared of him.
You ain't scared. All 3 of you get hit as his giant, massive dragon paw hits you. Armin, you take an entire 5 damage from that paw strike.
I have resistance to it.
You take 2 damage to that paw strike. Your armor held up very well. Hafen,
Yep.
You die. Instantly.
you take a whole 9 damage. And Eastaval takes 12.
Nice.
This is all slashing damage, so if you have any resistances, immunities.
I have a lot of cats. I'm used to getting scratched. Does that count for anything?
Unfortunately, not here. He is then going to attempt to take off into the air, giving everybody an attack of opportunity.
That's the thing I'm good at.
I'm taking one, definitely.
All right, we'll start. Just Sean, you first. 17. As you slice at the dragon, he lifts off into the air a little too quick, and you just kind of hit open air.
No.
Hafen, give me a roll.
What am I rolling?
You can do a cantrip if you want.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. That's what I was going to do. I thought you meant I was rolling for something different.
Oh, no.
I guess about all I can really do is Ray of Frost. Or a good cantrip.
Ooh, nice. You hit him, and you just see ice just start crackling up his leg and forming across his body as you see him visibly slow down. He takes 21 cold damage. Damn, that for a Ray of Frost late game is pretty good. All right, Eastaval, what you got? 26. Ooh, nice. As the frost is coalescing across the red dragon's body, you stab Lucy into the leg, completely shattering through some dragon scales, and lightning immediately erupts as a radiant flash also goes off from your sword. the dragon's leg explodes off of the body, and the dragon comes crashing to the ground, dead.
Ha ha!
You're muted.
Eastavall cackles wildly.
Well, now you can say you've made a dragon's leg explode. All right, Yolanda, you see off in the distance the black dragon raise up above the party and do an acid attack, and then land on the roof on the far side. Keep in mind that the tent tops in front of you will not bear your weight very well.
Doesn't she have monk bullshit for that?
Yeah, she can't monk her way over all that.
Well, I will say that if she wants to run across it, that's not an issue. But if you stop on it, that could be an issue.
Like crouching tiger, hidden dragon, just
Yeah, just across
running through the
top.
bamboo. Yeah.
Tries to plant her feet on the poles specifically.
So the building is about 15 feet up.
It's 15 feet tall.
Yeah, so the ledge here is about 15 feet tall because the roof kind of starts there. So this square is 15 feet up, and this square is 20. This square is 20 feet up. Think of it as like a little patio above the ground, but the roof is still above that.
Okay, so I always get a little confused. How does sprinting affect my actions?
So if you do sprinting, I don't believe you get an action. That doesn't count bonus actions though. Let's double check the rules before I say
Why do you need
anything.
to sprint? You have so much movement. Don't you like move like 80 feet or something?
She moves like 55,
60 now?
60 now.
Why do you need to sprint?
So don't forget, you can also jump, which can potentially help here.
Yeah, you could aim for like the top mast of one of those tents and do like a flying like forward
Yeah,
launch.
so like if you do a long jump, you can cover the number of feet up to your strength score if you move at least 10 feet on foot immediately before the jump. So when you make a standing long jump, you can only leap half that distance. So you can kind of like get a little bit going and then just kind of leap.
Is it the same as my strength? Like my strength modifier, or?
When you make a long jump, you cover the number of feet up to your strength score.
Okay, not the modifier.
If you move 10 feet on foot immediately before the jump, it's half that if you're just doing a standing one.
So I'm just,
And then if you're trying to clear an obstacle, you need to do an athletics check on top of that, which I don't think would be an issue for you.
that's what I'm trying to figure out, because I think I'm like, because of obstacles in the way, I think I'm like 5 short from being able to just run up the
So-
wall.
So we'll say this, right? You get up here 5-10 foot, and then if you do a standing long jump, you can jump. Like, what's your strength?
21.
21. You've got a ring of jumping that gives you, I think, free action, don't you?
Yes.
Ring of jumping.
do like a meteor punch.
Oh yeah, so you could technically do 2 jumps because you could use a bonus action as a jump as well. So you can use your movement and then the bonus action to bridge the gap, and then you still have your main action.
Well, let's see.
Double jump?
I was right here. So
Yeah, you were right there.
is the corner affecting me at all?
I would say that the tent peg is about probably about 7 feet in the air because it's got to clear most people's heads.
But it shouldn't
So-
obstruct her from running through the area.
No. Yeah. It's not
Okay.
difficult terrain to go through the tents.
Okay, actually, what I'm gonna do, moving from. If I move from here to here, that is 25 feet. And then from here to here, that would make it 45, and then I could just use one jump to jump from here to here. That would be-
Yes.
That's what I'm gonna do. Because it's the green pattern.
You're
You're
breaking up, and I don't know if it's just me.
It's not just you.
Okay,
I think it's this push to talk thing. Let me take it off on.
sure. All right, so
So I moved from there to there, jump, used jump to jump up to there.
as you run and do your jump and clear up to the upper level patio with the black dragon, the wormlings are tracking on you now, watching you.
Y'all better hold back because I'm trying to take out a black dragon by myself. Okay.
All right. So you've done your movement, so you should have an action.
Yeah, my 2 attacks now.
Oh, you know what? I wasn't even on the right tab. Didn't see him. All right. Boom, boom, boom. Pull up his. All right. As you do your running jump and get up onto the patio, you come forth swinging. As you swing your feather staff the first time, the dragon just bats it away. But as you come back with the second time, his arm is still up, and your feather staff catches him in the armpit and pushes in, doing extra damage because that's a real sensitive area. You do
You got
21 damage.
you got him in the tickle spot.
You got him in the tickle spot.
Does he give a little chuckle like the Pillsbury Doughboy?
I'll use a point of key. I don't have any movement yet, so I can't disengage and run away. So I hope I don't die. And I'll hit him again.
You're gonna hit him 2 more times for an additional 25 damage. All right. You see that you hit him in the tickle spot, and you just start wailing with your bare fists. And as you're wailing with your bare fists, you see dragon scales cracking all around where you were punching as they leave slight divots, doing a total of 25 damage.
And then I just mentally brace for what's going to happen next, because this is going to hurt.
The first red dragon flies up into the air and flies across the field. Gets to about here. And the little wormling exhales a cone of fire onto you. I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Still just biz. He's no friend.
Okay. What does it mean that I have proficiency now, too? Does that give me advantage?
Proficiency?
Never mind.
Well, it don't matter. As you see the cone of hot fire coming towards you, what kind of cool shit do you do to make it not hurt you?
I do a jumping split, so it goes between my legs.
I like it.
It's
Fire, the fire races, the cone of fire races past you and evaporates, and the red dragon wormling continues to hover there. East of all, you see the red dragon wormling hovering in front of you about 15 feet up in the air. And there's one on top of a tent next to you 10 feet up. What do you do? bated breath.
Ignore the number. I'm gonna cast Thunderous Might as a bonus action. So my next hit has that as the effect.
Oh, just thunder damage? Alright, you're standing in front of the red wormling, about 10 feet up from head height. How are you hitting it?
Well, I'm gonna propel myself off of the corpse of the dragon.
I like that. Give me an athletics.
He's still got some air in him, so he's bouncy.
So you moved 20 feet up to the other side of the dead dragon's body, and you plant your foot firmly to launch off of it, but some of the dragon's blood has leaked across the scales, and you slip, and you tumble to the ground prone.
I guess I'll use the rest of my movement to get back up.
You do have a bonus action.
What's that?
You have the dragon's breath of lightning.
Okay. So as I lay on the ground, I'll open my mouth and belch lightning at the dragon. Like as I tumble and hit the ground, it just erupts out of me.
All right, what is your DC on spell checks?
18.
I'm gonna roll an 18 dex to pass that. Congratulations, you belch out lightning breath, and it envelops the wormling as it covers him and smothers him. And roll me 3d6 for lightning damage. That's pretty commendable. You do 13 lightning damage to the dragon wormling.
Would you say that causes it to fall out of the air?
Can it be spiked down?
I'm gonna say that he comes down about 5 feet, but he's still hovering.
Oh well. I guess that's it.
All right, Armin.
All right, so things don't look great. Except we got a dead one. The black one's on the roof, right? I can't really get to it.
Nope. It's about 15 feet up.
Yolanda, you got that one. I believe in you. I'm gonna cast a spell on Yolanda. God. Actually, I don't have to have. Okay, I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on Yolanda.
Sure. Probably a safe bet.
And then I'm gonna run over here. Is the dead dragon tough terrain?
Yes.
Okay, I only need to move 1 to like 15 feet.
Yeah.
I think I can make
So
that.
you're looking up. He's about 5 feet above you. So
Would you say I have a running start and I can jump through the air and swing Vorpal Sword at him?
absolutely, but you got to give me an acrobatics.
I love everything about that. Especially the part where I have -1 in acrobatics.
You run forward and you after seeing after seeing Eastaval fail to do a leaping attack, it's now your turn.
To fail.
Do some cool shit and swing your sword.
Yeah, show Eastavald up as he lays down there covered in dragon blood.
32? That probably hits.
Absolutely.
18.
18 damage. So many windows. right. Do you do anything else?
That's me.
That's you. Hafen.
Alrighty. I would like to fly 20 feet into the air. I'm going to spend a sorcery point to cast a careful spell. And I get a target, one target for each charisma modifier. I have 4. So I'm gonna protect you. I'm just gonna protect these 3, the 3 of my party. So Yolanda, Isabel, and Armin. And then I am going to thunderclap.
What does this protect do?
Okay, so here we go. I'll just do this.
Yeah, post that spell card. Okay, so it's basically like a evocation wizard sculpt spell. Gotcha.
Mhm.
Okay.
And so I'm gonna do that to protect them, and then do a cast thunderclap.
Thunderclap. Who? Let's see. Is that that's an AOE? That's gonna hit both of them, or does it hit all 3 of them, or just 2 of them?
It's 100-foot area.
Okay. So all of them.
Yeah.
This is a con save.
100 feet away, can be heard to up to each creature within range must succeed on a con saving.
What happens if they pass?
That's impossible. That couldn't have possibly happened. Looks like it's either or.
Check. Yep. The Black Dragon is so focused on Yolanda that the thunderclap just kind of passes him and he doesn't even notice. The red wormling above Eastaval, however, after being hit by a cloud of lightning, is extra sensitive to light and sound right now. So the thunderclap does extra damage and he takes 24 thunder damage. After that, he does fall to the ground because the sound was too great for him. And the one in front of Eastaval here is affected normally by the thunderclap as he thrashes his head around from the very loud sound. He takes 12 damage. Okay, do you do anything else?
Nope, that's it for me.
Okay. The Red Dragon Wormling is now in mortal combat with Armin. He snaps down and attempts to bite at Armin. Completely missing, as Armin just kind of...
He would have to make. Well, he has to make a wisdom saving throw first because I have Sanctuary cast on me.
That is true. He passed, so he still missed.
He stutters for a second, still swings, and glances off my shield.
Well, he bites.
He bites my shield. No one's impressed.
He chips a tooth. He's very upset. Next up is Wanda. You have a big black dragon looming over you. His eyes glow.
Do not like.
Do not like. You see his neck sack begin to swell up, and he expunges acid breath all over you. But first, we have to resolve. Uh-oh. You see his neck begin to bubble up as he is going to spew acid all over you. But for some reason, he can't make it happen.
Sucks.
As he
Can't get it
turns,
up.
as he turns to his left, and he blasts it out in a 30-foot line. And acid just streaks past Hafen and Sir Eastaval. Acid is now laced all across the ground, creating hazardous terrain.
That's cool. Everything's got wings. Yolanda responds with a grace. Hey! Hey!
Last up is the dead red dragon. Yolanda, it's your turn.
Seems like a perfect time for me to hit him. So I hit him. Try to hit him again.
I'll stop you there because on the first strike of the feather staff, you catch him in his acid sac, and it bursts open and just begins oozing all over his body as his head thrashes about, and he thumps to the ground. Head cranes over the side of the building, acid dripping out of his mouth. He is dead.
May I reiterate? Hey! Hey!
Damn.
I call that take the spot.
All right, do you take any movement?
I'm just gonna chill up here right now.
Yeah, sounds like a good idea. Because that dragon is going to take another breath of fire at you after seeing the black dragon fall. So roll me another dex saving throw. Actually, you've got that careful spell on you. Well, it doesn't matter because you passed. What cool shit do you do to avoid the fire again?
I'm going to do a front flip and land on the black dragon's head and go.
Sounds about right.
All right. Eastaval, you've got a red dragon wormling right in front of you.
Am I still prone?
You're prone. But he's on the ground with you.
I guess I'll use all of my movement to get up.
Yeah. You've got your action and your bonus action.
And I've still got my Thunderous Smite from last time, too.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll start off with I'll just lean forward and just belch electricity all over him again.
Like it.
18 is the check.
That is a charisma or constitution, I believe. Let's double check. Dexterity. Does the wormling pass? The wormling fails. Roll me 3d6. 6 lightning damage.
It's more like a gentle burp instead of a belch.
Yeah, you see the electricity crackling over his body. How do you follow up that bonus attack?
Sir Eastavald is going to shout, "For God and glory," and swing Lucy at him.
All right. Describe to me your strikes.
Well, did you see The Witcher?
The TV show? No, I've read the books though.
Oh,
Or
shit.
some of the books.
You should watch the show.
Yeah, the show's really good. There's a part where there's a night guy and he yells for God and glory and he just starts hacking this little forest animal to pieces. Basically, that's what I'm doing.
Sure. All right. On your first strike though, you cave the chest of the little red wormling in, and then on the follow-up strike, you hit the head so hard that it splats.
Well, and don't forget to factor in the Thundering Smite too. So the body.
He was dead on the first hit. You were just making sure he was down.
So let's say that the Thundering Smite, it just exploded him and like spread the body in a 10-foot radius away from me.
Yep. Sounds good.
Okay.
Splat. Well, you can't do anything else, so Armin, what you got?
I got this little wormling right in front of me.
You do.
Is he on the ground? He's still floating a little bit, isn't he?
He's not floating. He's on the edge of the canopy, 10 feet up.
I can.
When I say 10 feet, you're 6 feet, so not like another 5 feet. It's like
So
you can reach him, but you're kind of like,
Can I just jump up and swing at him?
roll me acrobatics to jump. Let's hope you don't twist your ankle.
I'm not scared.
The femur explodes. The whole leg just pulp.
You successfully jump, and you take your swing. 27 hits. For 16 slashing and divine.
While I'm up there, I'm gonna let loose the lightning. Also,
Oh, I like it. Cool.
3d6.
So that is a dex. What's your dex?
What's my?
Or what's your? I'm sorry. What's your spell? DC.
18.
That's okay. He don't pass. 3d6. For
That's a good one.
that's a really good one. So as you swing your sword and belch out your lightning, the red dragon wormling begins to recoil in horror, and he's thrashing about and everything. But he's still standing. Do you do anything else as you land back on the ground?
That's all I got. I
All right.
superhero land.
3-point landing.
Yep.
Okay. I am going to, let's see. Since I'm still 20 feet in the air, I guess just at the wormling cast a ray of frost.
As your beam. What cool shit do you do with Ray of Frost?
Hmm. Oh, this is gonna be terrible. I can't wait to do it. I look at him and I say, "Chill out, man." And I point at him and shoot the ray of frost at him.
The Ray of Frost closes the gap and immediately encases the red dragon in a, block of ice, basically. He freezes up completely, and the weight is too much, and he tilts over. Roll me a dex saving throw, Armin.
No. I'm not good at those. I continue to be bad at those.
What did you get on it?
What happens when you roll 2 1s and you put them together? It's not 11.
I was gonna say you get +3, but
You see an encased red dragon in ice tip over the top of the tent above you and fall straight down at you. You attempt to jump out of the way, but it halfway crashes onto you as the block of ice hits the ground and completely shatters, killing the dragon in the process. You take 6 bludgeoning damage from the falling ice.
I'm resistant to bludgeoning.
You take 3. Combat is now over.
Oh, good lord, guys. Hayford says, I am hurting.
You're fine. Rub some salt in it.
Everybody, roll me perception.
Oh,
Drink some of that dragon blood.
I would argue that that should heal you.
Yolanda's too busy dancing.
To do a perception roll?
But she did it.
Oh, you
She
did?
just wasn't
Oh, you
very
did.
good.
Okay.
Looks like we're all celebrating a little too hard.
It sounds like a...
While everybody else is, Hafen, roll me one. I didn't see you roll one.
oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no worries. Roll me at advantage.
All right.
Is he better than us?
Oh,
While everybody else is kind of caught up in the moment of battle finally ending, Hafen, you hear very faint dragon roars off in the distance to the north.
oh Christ, guys! I think there's more coming.
We can take him.
Oh, no, we cannot.
You shut your mouth.
I don't know. Mine was pretty easy. I don't know about you guys.
Let's,
Well,
let's take a minute and
sit this
run
one
into
out.
the nearest building. Let's run into the nearest building. Take cover.
Chicken down.
If nothing else, we're setting up an ambush.
An
I like
ambush. I don't like that.
Do
you wanna do
I
it?
don't.
You don't
So
like it
you've
when
got
we
you've
play
got
it?
an option. You've got an option here. You hear something off. Hafen hears something off in the distance. Doesn't necessarily mean it's coming this way. You have just finished battle. You have a couple. You have a couple options you can do. You can kind of hide it somewhere and rest if you want.
What have you got there? A coin. We should definitely rest and do what we can to recover our energy.
I'm just worried about. Well, okay. If it's an, I'm just worried about hanging around a bunch of dead dragons when I can hear other dragons around. They're gonna be pretty mad if they were to stumble across this, and if we're just, asleep in the building right next to them, I think they're gonna find us.
Let's first clarify. We're not going to go to bed in the first building that we see. We're also not going to go to bed. If anything, this is a short rest.
Oh man, I'm bleeding out here.
You rub some dirt in it. We'll get you patched up in a second.
Are these dragons big enough to where we could potentially hollow one out real quick and hide inside of it?
I mean,
Yeah.
they're big, but they're not like gigantic.
Oh, okay.
So the building behind us, is it like an inn or something?
It's like a, yeah, it could be an inn.
Okay, let's
It looks
just,
like an inn from the outside.
Then I'm just gonna run at the door, shoulder charge through it, and declare this is where we're staying.
How far off did the dragons sound, Hafen?
Well, if I had to guess, I think it was about how far.
They were pretty far off. You heard him. You heard him in the distance, on the far side. On the far side of town.
So do we have enough time to like paint on the road? Dragons beware in dragon blood.
You just know you write what you write is you write coming for you.
That's right.
Why don't we just write a big dragon suicide note and hope they think these guys are all depressed?
You are next.
Well, figure out what you guys want to do. I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick.
We could make a dragon like a totem, like with the head of one of them on a pike.
Let's see here.
Just really scare the hell out of them, you know.
I like the idea of finding a building to at least see what's about to go past us.
That also is a good idea.
Like if they're gonna fly over us, we're not gonna be in direct line of sight. We need to rest anyway. Haven's got an ouchie.
And I also, I can go about 10 rounds before I'm down to cantrips.
Yeah, my key's running pretty low. Also, I like how you called it an ouchie when at this point, like, his eyeball's probably hanging out.
No, I'm like, an ouchie.
Dire wound.
He's fine. He cries a
Oh,
lot.
as since you rolled so high, Hafen, you heard the faint dragon's roars coming from the direction of the chapel that you can see hanging over the rest of the town to the north.
They're pretty close. I don't know if I want to tell you where.
Where are they, Hafen?
Well, what are you going to do with this information, Norman?
It depends.
I think they're coming. You see that chapel up there?
Oh, great, the church.
Yeah, they're coming from that area.
Can I tell who that church is dedicated to from seeing it?
Hang on, let me reference my notes. I had this written down. Do. You can try to look from this distance, although the details aren't too great, so you'd be rolling at disadvantage.
I'm fine with that. I'm pretty
Okay.
good with religion.
Give me a religion. Give me a religion check at disadvantage.
You know what? I'm not good at religion. I got 0.
14 is
Respectable?
it's respectable. You see on the spire off in the distance, you see a giant cog of 4 spokes.
4 spokes. A cog. That says to be like time or fate. There's not a god of engineering. That sounds lame. This is fantasy.
There is a god of engineering.
Is there?
Yeah, it's Gond, the Wonderbringer.
I honestly have no idea if you're bullshitting me or not half the time.
No, I'm being serious. I mean, he's not technically. He's not the god of engineering, but he's the god of like artifacts.
Tell me this. All right, do me this. Jeff, roll me a history. Roll me a history at advantage, since you are on the council. You are familiar with the cathedral, the church that is located in the city, and you know it exactly as that. It is the House of Gond, the Holy Craft House of Inspiration. No, it's not that one. But it is a extension of it.
Right on.
Right on. And you learn that he is, in fact, domain of forge and knowledge. Engineers worship him, so.
Well, damn, I didn't even know there was a god for that, or I would have thought, like, you know what, that makes sense. I was thinking like the cogs of time or fate.
That's not a bad guess. All right, so what are you guys gonna do? There's very obviously still dragons and undead roaming in the city. You see the cathedral off in the distance. You hear dragons to the north of you. You have dodged into the building here. Are you going to take a short rest?
I think so.
What kind of building are we in?
It's an inn. Kind of a common room inn.
A short rest
As
feels like
you-
the right answer to me.
Yeah, as you enter the building, you see tables that have plates on them, tankards half full. It looks like there was a commotion that happened in the room. Chairs tipped over, some tables broken, half-eaten food on the plates. That people were either ushered out or something else happened to them. But as far as you can see, there are no bodies, and you see no blood or any signs of struggle.
Okay.
Mm.
I'm in an immediate. Is everyone in? Did everyone join us in the end?
We're gonna say
Yes.
you're all
Yeah, I definitely ducked into a
you're
building.
all
Oh,
in.
yeah.
Okay, so let's
Oh,
immediately take one of the tables in the inn, prop it up against the door so they can't get in, close the curtains, make sure that no one can see in, and does someone have like bird vision or can see far away or something?
I think two of you can see up to 60 feet, like dark vision or something.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, dark vision.
Hayfin, can you see anything with your elven eyes?
I'm looking with my elven eyes.
Do they glow?
I pulled them out of my pocket and put them in. I don't know. What do I see? Where do you want me to look? Actually,
Up.
up,
We're
like at the roof or in a building.
We're looking for dragons in the sky. So look out the
There's a
window
roof.
and look up. They're not
All right, I'll
gonna
go outside. I'll pop my head outside and look up.
All right. As you look around, you see a couple of dragons kind of flying over the city. You see a rather large one. This one is big because it looks big in the sky. Fly to the cathedral and land behind it off in the distance to the north. You see a couple of other kind of patrols just kind of flying overhead. None of them seem to notice your presence currently.
Is in terms of it being big, is it as big as like the blue dragon, or is this the biggest dragon that we've seen so far?
Oh, from what you can tell, it from the distance, it looks really big for how far away it is in the sky.
Okay. So, there's a really huge dragon that just flew over and landed behind that chapel over there. I'm talking, it was easily visible from the ground, but it was way up in the air. So it has to be massive.
So like an ancient dragon.
A sky leviathan.
I think it would be prudent for us to not go running towards that in our current state.
Oh, that reminds me. We need to fix your eyeball. It's popping out according to Yolanda.
Please.
If we're going to do a short rest, let's do some hit die. I think we should all be... This is like the first short rest, right?
Yes.
Let's blow through some hit die before I start magically patching you up.
Medic!
What did we determine for short rest for me? I get health and sorcery points back.
Yeah, you just don't get your spells.
Just don't get the spell.
Going all out there, huh? Is that all your hit die?
No, it's not. But I'm down about half, so
20 hit die?
33.
yeah, if that had succeeded, it would have been a full heal. No, I did 10d10.
So you did all your hit die?
I have 17.
Oh, okay. Hey, Yolanda, roll me a d20.
Hold on, I'm still hit dying.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't know if that's good. I'm gonna take it.
Yes, because as you are all in there, in the end, patching up, you immediately feel heavy footsteps walk past the building.
I'm going to make a motion and whisper into each of their heads. He's right outside. Like spell whisper, not.
Yeah, yeah. Your spell whisper, yeah. Or I think it's message, actually. But it's the same thing.
Yeah.
I want to throw caution to the wind.
Please don't.
The footsteps come to a halt. You hear it outside of the building. You're not quite sure where yet because you had covered all the curtains. Anybody want to take a chance and take a peek out?
Nope, I want to do something else. At some point, Valkyr gave me a deck of cards.
Like a deck of many things.
He gave me a deck of cards. I'm going to draw a card.
You're going to draw one card.
If this is the deck of many things, I'm going to draw more than one card. If this is Valkyr's fuck you deck of fuck yous, I'm only going to draw one.
I can just see the madman's debate as we're like listening to the footsteps. You're just on edge, so you just like.
I start playing solitaire.
I just can't imagine that he would want a deck of many things anywhere near me after what happened the last time.
Well,
I think at this point I can tell what a deck of many things is. Is that what this is?
A deck of many things comes in all shapes and sizes.
Well, let's throw cards to the wind. Let's draw 3 cards. Whatever.
Three cards. All right. See,
I don't think we're in any shape to fight a dragon at this point, and we are awful at stealth most of the time, so I'm hoping for a miracle.
Hoping for a miracle. Well, let's see. You've got a 22 card deck on hand.
Wait, can't we just Beetlejuice that one guy's name and go back to his place?
The cards have been drawn.
Right now, but it's too late for that shit.
That would be a very viable option too.
Cards
He's
have been
pulling cards.
drawn.
You're like, there's an easier way.
How many do you pull?
3. I don't think I ever got to draw from the deck of many things, and we've had it like 3 times, so I'm making up for the last time.
It's never good.
Who cares? I don't get to I don't play Dungeons and Dragons to not draw from the deck of many things.
He's got a fair point.
This is true.
High risk, high reward.
As you pull the first card, nothing seemingly happens. The card disappears from your hand as it appears on the bottom of the deck. You pull the second card.
You're not gonna let me roll some dice for this.
What's that?
You're not gonna let me roll some dice for this. This is definitely Valkyr's card, so fuck you.
You have wow. All right. Let me make sure I counted this right.
Told me to keep her on ice until tomorrow. You would leave it alone.
Nice.
As you pull the second card,
It's more about
you feel a weird energy enter your body. Increase any one of your ability scores by 2. The number can exceed 20. Or the number can exceed 20, but not 24. But you can increase your abilities by any one ability by 2.
Okay, wisdom's
Wow.
going up to 20.
What's that?
Wisdom is going up to 20. I'll have to figure out what that means stat-wise, because I don't
And
know if roll
last-
20 can do it.
Lastly, the last card.
Welcome to the void.
Side quest.
Ooh. You see text appear on this card. You have gained proficiency in the persuasion skill to start.
Okay.
Wait, no, I'm sorry. I read the wrong one. I read the
You
one
die.
above it. Sorry.
It's the void.
No, I got the void once. That was fucking bullshit. At any time, on the text on the card it says, at any time you choose within 1 year of drawing this card, you can ask a question and meditation and mentally receive a truthful answer to that question. Besides information, the answer helps you solve a puzzling problem or other dilemma. In other words, the knowledge comes with wisdom on how to apply it.
Okay.
Wow.
That feels
all
very
good
much
draws.
like.
Do you want to draw any more?
Oh my god, the first one wasn't bad. None of these have been bad. Valkyr's deck of awesome. Maybe he's not a complete douche. So, typically. Okay.
You don't actually know what the first card did.
I mean, as far as I can tell, it did nothing.
Well, have you checked your organs lately?
As far as you can tell me.
I give myself a physical pat down. Everything's still there, and I poke my kidney.
I gotta make a note of that card so I don't forget.
The one that had nothing, or the wisdom one?
The one that seemingly did nothing. It did something, just not something obvious to you. I'll put it down at the base of these notes.
Thinking about that, somebody hates me. Is it that one? Someone hates me, and I've gained an enemy. That's not new. Everywhere we go, I
It's
do
every
that.
day.
Every day, right?
I'm used to the deck of mini cards or deck of mini disappearing after we use it. I'm flummoxed why it's still here.
The deck of many things comes in all shapes and sizes. Would you like to continue drawing?
Oh yes, I would. So
Declare your cards.
much. 2 more.
Are you just gonna draw things until something catastrophic happens? Is
I'm
that
gonna draw,
Sounds
things
plan.
until something interesting happens.
Oh, I have to mark which ones you already drew because those are gone. So
he'll just keep drawing until all of his skin sloughs off.
right.
There's not a card that does that. I'm familiar with the deck of many things.
all shapes and sizes, Sean.
Separate. I can't wait to get the skin melting one.
That one, you drew that one, and you drew that one. Okay. So you draw 2 more. This is gonna be fun. Can't wait for this. I'm closing that window because I keep accidentally opening it. That one's gone. You gain proficiency in the persuasion skill and double your proficiency bonus on checks made with that skill.
I want to draw one of these cards.
In addition, you gain rightful ownership of a small keep somewhere in the world. However, the keep is currently in the hands of monsters, which you must clear out before you can claim as yours.
I have a key.
Just sounds like a fun afternoon. What the hell?
What's going on here?
Oh, wait. Was that the 2?
That was all on one card.
Oh, okay. What's the next one? Do I die?
On the last one, as you pull the second card, the entire party immediately sees an orb rise from your chest and
Oh,
dart
no.
into the sky as your body falls limp to the ground.
There it is.
Got a little greedy.
I got so powerful, and then I just fell over.
Wait, who inherits your land?
What's that?
I said, who inherits his land?
Get that castle, man.
What are the ramifications of my essence leaving me? Am I dead? Am I just banished? Does the party need to rescue me? Can I be rescued?
Armin's body is currently incapacitated. One or more powerful beings guard the place which hold your soul. While your soul is trapped this way, remember this happened to Davril.
Yeah.
Your body is incapacitated. A wish cannot restore your soul, but a wish spell can reveal the location of the object that holds your soul.
As I'm falling to the ground, can I draw one more card?
Yeah, your lifeless hand pulls one more card out.
Maybe it's the fates.
It's undo all. Control Z.
Card.
The last one just says LOL JK and everything goes back to normal.
As Armin's body hits the ground, a body pops into existence right next to Armin. It is a human fighter who is loyal to Armin until death.
Yes.
You control this character.
Wait, he's already dead.
He is now in control of level 4.
Oh, what level? What?
Level 4.
Yes.
Great. He killed our cleric and got a shitty fighter in exchange.
Well, no, he's not dead. He's not dead.
Okay.
He drew a card that gave him a companion.
Okay, we incapacitated Armin and got a shitty fighter.
So everybody is very familiar with what just happened because you've all seen this before.
Can it be Peyton? Can we have summoned Peyton into existence here?
You know what? Do you want Peyton? Is that what you want?
I kind of do.
Peyton's dead.
Oh wait, if he's dead, I forgot he was dead. Never mind.
You don't want a zombie knight?
Guess who pops into existence right next to you?
Oh no.
Serena.
Wait. The crazy one?
Serena.
The ghost.
Oh, I love it.
Since we already have a character sheet for her.
I'm gonna roll up a new character sheet if she's gonna be a level 4 warrior. She doesn't get to be a sidekick if I'm actually gonna play her.
All right.
Sean, you're gonna play a female.
Yeah. Hold on.
This is gonna go great.
Yeah, you gotta wear that face as you do
I'm
it.
already pulling it up. Is it this one? No, it's not this one.
No, go back to Shauna. Bring Shauna back. Oh, there she is.
I've been here the whole time, baby.
The deep voice makes it.
I need to practice my lady voices. I'm
But,
only good at Eastern European lady
So
voices.
your drive as a character now is to save Armin.
Oh no, where did he go? Why am I here? Oh God.
Well, while you're working on that, I'm going back to sleep.
As all of this is going on, you hear the heavy footsteps continue on, and you hear a dragging noise, a wet dragging noise, as the footsteps kind of taper off into the distance.
This is fun.
All right, congratulations. Now, your short rest has passed. You were down a cleric.
We're up a ghost.
You're up a ghost lady, who's a fighter now.
She was a fighter before.
And will you continue forward, or will you sidetrack out of the city to? Well, I mean, you don't know where his soul is.
And you know who has the power to find his soul? Armin does. He could use
Say you?
the wisdom thing to get his soul back.
Guys, it's time. Great mission.
What should we do?
So, hold on. Here's a strategy. The deck of many things is still there, right?
Yes, it is.
Let's draw all of the cards at the same time and pick the fates and choose as our item to undo Armin drawing the cards in the first place.
Well, the cards that have been drawn.
Oh, even better. That means the fates is still in there. Draw all of the cards at the same time. And then when the fates hit, that ends up being the action that is undone, is Armin having ever drawn the cards to begin with. That puts us back at square one.
But what if you draw the cards that de-level all of you a whole lot?
Then the campaign continues longer than we thought.
Just don't want to be evil again.
So I guess that would be metagaming.
I mean, if Sir Istobal picked up the deck of many things in like a frenzy and was like, "Oh God, we got to undo this," and he just started drawing cards,
That's what he wants to start doing. I won't stop him.
I don't see that as a bad thing.
So I was glancing at the rules for the deck of many things, and it says you have to announce the number of cards you're going to draw.
Right.
So the first one they take effect in order, but if something incapacitates you to the point that you can't continue to draw, then they all take effect at the same time, all at once.
So you're saying you want to draw every card out of the deck, therefore, at some point, the Fates comes out and undoes it all.
Right. Yeah, just like on that movie Wishmaster.
So 22 card pickup with deck meetings.
Right, and there's probably going to be some really not nice things that happen, but ultimately, by undoing Armin's initial draw, we kind of wipe the slate clean.
One of them summons an avatar of death that you have to fight to the death.
I don't think this is a good strategy.
Yeah, this sounds like the worst idea we had.
So the whole thing hinges on the fact that all of the cards take effect at the same time if you're incapacitated.
But we don't know if that's the case.
Right, that's metagaming.
Well, I would say that this is Scott's deck of many things. That may not be how they work.
Would you like to draw some cards?
This is how the party ends.
Why don't you draw some cards and find out?
I thought I created a new Serena, and now I'm not seeing her.
No, she's at the very, very top.
Oh, yeah, there she is.
Believe it or not, Eastevald would actually like to stop the rise of Tiamat.
That's a fair thing for a hero to want to do.
He
We
actually
are.
wants to see that happen, and if he starts drawing cards, then there's a possibility that's not going to happen.
You won't know until you draw a card.
Yeah. I mean, right now we know what our odds are. We're down someone.
You're down half a person.
Yeah.
Mine was like level 17, and I'm level 4 now.
2/3.
I'm.
The 2/3 man.
We gotta find him at some point, but at what? At least we know our. If we just start drawing more cards, we could end up way worse off.
But we have no idea where his soul is, right?
No, yeah. And the only person who could have found out is him.
That means that at the
He
very
even had the extra ask a question one. So
at the very least, we're gonna have to find someone who can cast wish just to be able to even figure out where his soul is located.
I think Brett's close to being able to do that.
There is a card that grants you the ability to cast wish. Would you like to draw a card?
It's basically roulette.
Someone shut that dick up.
Yolanda goes, I could draw a card again.
I don't think we want to go down that road, do we?
I mean,
Let's all draw one card at the same time.
Okay,
We'll just-
fine.
It's a suicide pact.
You each draw a card.
I don't know. Should we?
Give me the order in which.
It sounds like a dumb idea.
oh
Oh,
yeah,
it'll be great.
terrible idea, but we should do it. You realize you're
Okay.
two not entirely like Yolanda's not smart.
Yeah, she's done it once, and she's willing to do it again.
Yeah. Hey, I only went evil for a little while.
And you were.
Well, if you
terrible
two
at
are
it.
going to do it, I'm certainly not going to be the only one standing here alive if y'all keel over from some bad thing.
It's just you and death itself that you have to fight.
Yeah, no thanks.
You guys drawing any cards?
Sir Eastevald's gonna pull out his lucky silver coin and flip it to decide if he actually draws a card or not.
This was such an overreaction to a dragon walking past our.
It was literally an ancient dragon.
Yes, it was just
You know
fucking
what?
fast, and
Do
you
you know-
panicked. You were
Do you know what we fought? You remember when we fought the ancient dragon last time? And it required an army of people, and most of them died.
Sir Eastevald draws a card.
Oh no.
Yes, do it.
what's been pulled.
Still feeling slightly bewildered at how we got to this point, considering we just killed 4 dragons.
We were doing so well. We had managed to survive this fight.
As he draws the card, he says, "You two are gonna have to draw one as well."
25 pieces of jewelry worth 2,000 gold pieces each appear at your feet.
Hot dog starts shoving it into his bag.
That's nice, but
Life insurance policy. I didn't even know he made me a beneficiary. That's great.
you know what? At the very least, this will help us pay for, the wish
Add
back.
50.
The wish spell.
So hey, if you want, you can just put 50,000 gold pieces into your inventory, Jeff. So that's what you just got.
Which weighs more?
I don't weigh gold.
Gotcha.
This is Skyrim rules, or Elder Scroll rules. Money is weightless, except when it's not.
Gotcha. Yay! No whammies.
Okay.
Draw-
If he pulled a card, I'll pull a card.
You pull a card.
Nothing
My
terrible
boyfriend's
can
gonna be
happen.
so pissed.
Nothing bad can happen, says the lifeless body on the floor.
Serena says, what's going on? Are you still drawing from that card? Should I draw one too? What is
You
this?
can draw one
No.
too, Serena.
No. She's only 4 levels. She's not ready for this.
What could go wrong? She's totally gonna scavenge Armin's weapons and gear and put him in his own bag of holding.
She just strips the body casually.
It's like, I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna take this. Ooh, a Vorpal sword. Oh.
She's chuckling to herself. We're just looking like,
Just like, don't you always loot the bodies?
should we stop her?
I'm gonna make this extra fun for myself.
Who's drawing next?
Yolanda is drawing right now. I just have to make sure I'm tracking the cards properly so I don't fuck you guys over.
Nah, fuck us.
Well, you've already been there.
I ain't scared. Nothing worse could happen. To me.
Diamonds,
Maybe.
hearts. I need a 2 of hearts.
That you're aware of.
I guess if the Avatar of Death shows up, I'm just straight up fucked.
Not necessarily.
I'm level 4. I think the Avatar is like a CR 10 or something.
Jokers. And then I gotta pull out what you guys have already pulled, which was 2 of hearts. Was already pulled.
I'm gonna put her background as a soldier because she's been fighting Tiamat this whole time.
Yes.
Maybe she was recruited by Davril or
Jack
something.
of spades is out. Star. You pull the star card. The Jack of diamonds is out. Rogue star. You pulled the visor, which was what killed you. Ace of diamonds out. Void. No, you pulled the void, which is the king of clubs. So that leaves the rest of these. Sorry, I pulled it from a real deck, so we're gonna do it the fun way. So Yolanda, you're just pulling one, correct?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yep. Don't put me up.
Pull. Wow. You pull the Jester.
Does that mean?
Huh?
What does that mean?
That means you can either gain 10,000 experience or draw an additional 2 cards beyond your initial draw. So you can draw 2 more or take 10,000 experience.
Will that make me level?
I gotta see where you're at, level-wise. Hang on a second. You're at 13 or 14 for your monk.
14.
You're at 14. Go from 14 to 15. You will not level currently.
But I'm close. Close.
Will you take it or will you take the draw? You can draw 2 cards. Or you can more or less get 2/3 of a level.
Count the experience from the fight we just had.
What's that?
Did
That's
you
counting the experience because this is I think this is one of the first combats since you guys last leveled. If
There's
I'm
that,
not
and there was
mistaken.
the Revenants.
Yes, there was the Revenants. It's still not enough to make you level. But
Just make me level. I'm gonna take the 2.
here we go.
Yes.
Deal or no deal.
No whammies, no whammies.
I can't wait. First card.
Money.
You drew the Queen of Hearts, which is... That's not the Queen of Hearts, that's the Queen of Spades. Queen of Spades. The card's Medusa-like visage curses you. You take a -2 penalty on saving throws while cursed in this way. Only a god or magic of the fates card can end this curse. So you now for what's that?
Is it gonna demigod help me?
You can go top. And for your second card, ooh, ooh, ooh.
What do I do?
What is it? Give me that good shit.
Obviously, I should have just taken the experience.
You can cast the wish spell 3 times.
Oh, you got the moon.
I should have.
Queen of Diamonds.
All right. I say we stay
The wish,
there.
with the wish spell, while you cannot undo what has been done to Armin, you can now use one of those casts to find out where his soul is.
Wait, I thought that was I could get it back with a wish spell. This is just
While-
finding it.
A wish spell. So while your soul is trapped in this way, the body is incapacitated. A wish spell can't restore your soul, but it reveals the location of the object that holds it. You also draw no more, or well, he draws no more cards. You drew your second. So, hey, Hafen, are you gonna draw?
Well, now that you have 3 wishes, I think
Ostensibly, we got what we were looking for.
we're going to accomplish, right? But I said I would draw one.
Oh no!
So you failed your intelligence check, right? or wisdom. That would be a wisdom check.
Let me see. Hang on. Let me think about this. 'Cause I don't know that Hafen is dumb enough to.
Are you rolling a dice?
No, I'm gonna hold it. I think I'm not gonna draw.
Okay.
I think it's.
All right, Yolanda, you got 3 wish spells that you can use at any time.
Boom.
And
You are, I think you're muted.
shouldn't be.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw your lips moving, but I didn't hear you.
I will go ahead and use the first wish spell to find out the location of the object that keeps his soul.
Much like what happened in Darunia's magical shop, Armin's eyes light up and project an image onto the wall. And you see an object. The object is
As I said, amount is
it is a horn that looks very familiar to the party.
Ditex, that son of a bitch.
No.
Holding that horn is a man that you recognize as Ditex.
That's the horde Jeff gave, right? Istanbul gave.
You see him standing what looks to be like inside of a cathedral.
Man,
Oh,
I haven't played
great.
Serena for very long, do I?
Well, crap.
Tell
So-
which cathedral this is?
What's that?
Can any of us tell which cathedral this is?
Let me see if that. The location of the object. The spell reveals the location of the object that holds it. It is the Cathedral of Gond. Inside Isimbra. His soul didn't seemingly go far. It was almost like it was drawn to the object by a greater force.
I'm playing Valkyr for this. Giving me a
Hmm.
jacked up deck of cards.
You still have the remaining cards in that deck of cards. Would you like to draw any more cards?
You have 2 wishes. I don't know that I could benefit from drawing necessarily. I think at this point we should think about your wishes, and we're gonna have to get Armin. We're gonna have to run to where we don't want to go anyway.
Serena offers up advice. Why don't we wish Ditex was dead?
I mean,
Well,
it makes sense.
that had not occurred to us, dude.
Maybe
Wait. We got 2 more wishes left. Can we wish that Ditex was dead and then wish... Okay, when Ditex dies, does his soul automatically get released, or do we gotta do some other GP?
Hang on, I'm doing some reading on what wish can and cannot do in the capacity of what you're trying to do.
As we're asking to kill the big bad evil guy.
Can you just wish for the horn?
I mean, you can wish for things to die. Because that's
You
the
might be
only
able
way...
to. All right, you might be able to achieve something beyond the scope of the above example, which is to duplicate a spell of the 8th level or lower. You can also choose one of the effects. Pull up if you want to see what you can do. Just pull up the wish window.
You have to be careful with wish because the words the wording of your wish is important. We could wish that Ditex was dead, or would die, and be like, okay, well, he's gonna die of old age anyway, so wish granted.
But we can be like,
Have
I
great
wish
latitude. And,
Ditex-
so yeah, what you need to do is you tell me the wish, but I have as the spell lists great latitude in ruling what occurs in such an instance. The greater the wish, the greater the likelihood that something goes wrong. The spell might fail. You might desire only one. Your desire might only be partly achieved, or you might suffer some unforeseen circumstance as a result of how you worded the wish. Wishing that a villain were dead might propel you forward in time to a period when the villain is no longer alive, effectively removing you from the game. That is an example it gives.
word it like, I wish that Ditex immediately dies in the next 30 seconds from something that doesn't damage the horde that he has possession of.
Or could you wish that Ditex excuses himself from the chapel, secretly walks to us, hands us the horn, then goes back and completely forgets that he did the whole thing?
But that might draw the dragons.
What's that?
That would probably draw. Sorry, you don't hear me over the
You're breaking this again.
We could. That would probably draw the dragons to our location if he walks to us.
We could have him bury it somewhere.
Did you say we could like clap our heels and be back somewhere?
Yeah,
Um,
Armin can do that.
Yeah, that's an Armin thing again, I think.
Could we wish that a small portal to the astral realm opens up right where his head should be, which would in effect kill him, but not directly.
But something might come out of the portal. That's
It's
even worse.
just a small one, and it doesn't have to be for very long. It just has to be for just a second. If it opens up and casts just his head into the astral realm, and the body stays behind, I mean, that pretty much is a death blow.
But what if
So-
it's a sucking action and it pulls the horn in with it?
You cannot kill Ditex, and even if you could, it wouldn't matter anyway, because every time we kill him, he comes back.
Yeah.
Let's just wish that his head is encased in a block of adamantium.
But
I
do
would
we
like
know
to-
what we have to
I would
do?
like to point out that you have mulched his body before and he has come back.
Yeah.
We fed him to ants. Big ants.
So, I'm still confused. Do we need to do anything to the object that holds his soul?
You know where it's at and you know what's in his soul, but you don't know what you need to do. You could simply just need to possess it, blow the horn, or break it.
I would start by possessing it. Let's not skip to breaking it.
Hey.
And then I'm gone forever.
We just wish that the horn was in our possession.
I don't think you can. I think that is in the context of my...
No, it says that we can't wish that your soul was returned. It doesn't say that we can't just wish. I mean, I don't think it expects us to have 3 wishes.
If you... I highly recommend Scott fuck us if we ask for that.
The easier you make it, or the easier that you make the return, the harder the results might be. I don't want to give you an answer to. I don't want to give you an answer. Sorry, I don't want to give you an answer to. What if I did this? Because then.
Well, yeah, this is mostly us spitballing and
okay,
thinking
yeah.
of the worst things ourselves. It's already like 10:30. How would y'all feel about literally sleeping on it?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, take your time to think about it, because
Okay.
it's a very powerful thing you're trying to do. We'll put a pin in it and come back to it next week.
We could wish for Ditech's intelligence to be permanently lowered to 1.
Yeah, but then it just
What if his boss just kills him and brings him back from the dead again? He's like, "Oh, you're fixed."
I know you guys will get a brainwave during the week.
A
Yeah.
brainwave, it's coming.
Okay, I gotta wake up at 5 a.m., so I'm gonna go.
All right, see you later.
Bye.
Yeah, I should probably.
All right, I will kill stream. Bye,
Yeah,
internet.